Okay, everybody, welcome to our new coach orientation. Today is May 2nd, 2016, and I am so honored to have you guys on with us tonight. I know that Monday nights can be busy. Shoot, every night can be busy, right? When you've got kids in life, school, and work, and craziness going on. So I really appreciate your time, and I'm grateful that you found this valuable enough to jump on and be live with me. I've got the recording set up, so if you know someone who wasn't able to get on live with us tonight, I'll have the recording available after the call so that you can share that with your coaches. And let's see, I'm going to mute everybody right quick. There we go. Good. Now we'll get rid of that background noise and make sure that we don't have any holdbacks on our evening. All right, so this is also a welcome to you guys to the team. A lot of you are brand new coaches that just joined our team, and you either signed up with me as your upline sponsor, or one of my amazing coaches on my team is your go-to person for all things Beachbody. Regardless, we're all a family, we're all here together, and we're all here to support each other. So hopefully you have received your new coach welcome kit via email. If you haven't, don't freak out. If you go to Team Fresh and Fit the Family on Facebook and click on the Files tab, the top of the page, you can look in there and it's right there. New Coach Welcome Kit is right there. It's all laid out for you, and that is kind of your Beachbody Coach handbook, if you will. That is, the things listed there are the things that you need to know to build a solid foundation. There is a cheat sheet that gives you a quick reference guide to some things that you need to be able to find quickly and locate those until you get used to all this and kind of learn the lingo and figure out where everything is. All that is laid out for you. So you may have signed up with someone who is still kind of new themselves, and they may not understand yet that they needed to send you that email. It's okay. That's why I back you guys up. It's in the file section in the team page. So check that out there. I'm going to open up the PowerPoint right quick and start screen sharing so I can walk you through this. I would just ask that you make a conscious decision right now to not allow yourself to feel overwhelmed, because being overwhelmed really is a choice. You're starting something new. There's a lot of lingo that you'll probably hear that you don't recognize yet, some terms that you're unfamiliar with, a lot of new information, and that is okay. So take a deep breath and understand that you're going to get a lot thrown at you with your new coach welcome email and this orientation tonight, but it all will make sense. We're going to cram as much in tonight as we can. I want to give you everything I've got. The cool thing is you will have access to the PowerPoint presentation and a recording of this Zoom call so that you can go back anytime and pick up any pieces that you may have missed as you were trying to take notes. I do encourage you to take notes. That former teacher in me knows that when you write something down, it gets embedded in your brain a whole lot easier and more clearly than if you just sit passively and listen, okay? So even if you never look at those notes again, just write some things down and it'll really help you to process and get used to the terms that I'll be using. What else? So we're going into business mode at this point. I am about to unleash on you the most amazing systems that you can follow, information. This business is very simple. It's not easy. You will work hard if you want to achieve anything and truly help others and make a difference, but it's simple. So don't overcomplicate it. I don't want you to have to go out and reinvent the wheel. I literally want to take all the systems I've used that have allowed me to build a six-figure annual income, become an elite coach, top in the company, and be able to retire my husband before his 41st birthday this year. Super excited about that. I'm going to hand all that to you. So you can trust it, you can rely on it, you can use it. It's yours for the taking. But what I won't do is be your mama or your boss. I'm not going to constantly remind you, hey, don't forget about this. You know, be sure you get up and work out tomorrow. That's not my job, okay? And you don't want that. You don't need another boss. You don't need another meddling mama. You are your own CEO. You're the one that's going to have to take these systems and step up and use them. Now, with that said, you can always ask questions. As you're going through the motions and you're learning and you're applying these things, you will have questions, and you'll want to pick people's brains about, hey, what did you do for this? Or what worked well for you about this? And that is what our team is for, to collaborate, to support one another, to share ideas. That is awesome. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you're on board with that. And I can see that everybody's here. Awesome. Good deal. Okay. To the screen share we go. That's not what I wanted. There it is. Okay. All right. Can you guys see that okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Good deal. Cool. Right. All right. So basically, the whole premise of this is that I'm going to teach you how to kickstart your Beachbody business in 3 parts. There'll be 3 parts that we discuss tonight. And you'll find by the end of this presentation that one part gets a lot more emphasis than the others. And that's because it is the crucial element. So by the end of this, I want you to be able to tell me what that one thing is. All right. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, so take heart in knowing you're in the right place. This is a great, supportive, active team. We're very high ranking. You are not going to be without exactly what you need to succeed. You're not alone. Don't ever try to do this alone. This is a relationship business. We are all here to support one another, to collaborate, and to do this together as fellow entrepreneurs. Your fears and hesitations are normal. Don't think for one second that the things that you're worried about are unique to you. I guarantee you I've either felt or dealt with them myself, or someone on this team has as well. So we've all been there. We've all been exactly where you are, brand new, somewhat excited and hesitant all at the same time, really enthusiastic, and yet wondering, where do I even begin? We've all been there.
Are you gonna come in
And
here?
we can help you overcome that. And like I told you already, being overwhelmed is a choice. When you start to feel overwhelmed, remind yourself that's merely an emotion. It's not a fact. And you just break it down. Take it piece by piece and digest each piece of information as it comes, and choose to not be overwhelmed, because all that's going to do is make you stall out, and then you're going to slow your business down. And finally, remember that you are your own boss, which is the beautiful, amazing, magnificent thing about this. You get to do your business your way, on your time, on your schedule. All right. All right, I want you to be aware of something called the compound effect. Please understand this one thing. There is not ever going to be one giant step that does it for you in this business. It is a lot of little steps. And I love that, because if it was one giant step that would lead you to success, that one big step would be so hard that no one would ever be able to do it. But the good news is we can all do little things. All of us, every day, we can do little things like do our workout, drink our shake, post about it, try some new clean eating recipes, share those, and encourage others. We can all do those little things every single day. And the cool thing is those things add up over time to one giant step. You're going to look up a year from now to this day and wonder, wow, you know, how did all of this amazing change and success happen in just 1 year? So be here a year from now and take a lot of little steps to get there. So I want to talk to you about consistency in the little steps, okay? This little picture here is of a brother and sister, Amy and Patrick. So Patrick got into the business as a Beachbody coach, and he says that for 4 years he made excuses. He was inconsistent, he was impatient, and finally he decided to treat the business like a business. And a few months later, it started, whoops, oh man, let me go back, because I want to be sure and go over that slide. Super important. I get excited and start hitting buttons. Okay, here we go. So anyway, when he got serious about it and started treating it like a business, it exploded, absolutely exploded. And then his sister noticed what he was doing and wanted to do the same thing. And if you look at how long it took him to get to a 6-figure annual income, it took him 6 years. It took her 3. So if you'll be consistent from day one, and trust me, your first year, you are not going to make $1 million. This is not a get rich quick thing. And you don't want to be a part of something like that. You want to be a part of something that is a result of your hard work and dedication, because then you can be proud of it knowing that you did it. So do not expect for monumental things to happen in your first year. Now, I will say, as far as Amy's first year income goes, that's extremely low. She may have signed up in like July or August and did $10,000, in that first year. So I've seen a lot of coaches do $20,000 to $30,000 in their first year, and some more. So anyway, the point is now Amy is ranked in the top 50 in the company. She's advanced to 6-star diamond and has created a 6-figure income in less than 3 years. And patience and consistency with the basics are the fastest way to the top. And this is from a guy who did it the wrong way. He's saying, don't be like me and make excuses, and be inconsistent and be impatient. Follow the systems, be consistent with the simple things, and you'll create the kind of income and impact on other people that you want to have. So for me, I have not gone very fast in this business. I don't have an upline coach, and I'm not making an excuse there, but I've had to figure this out by myself. I didn't have anyone doing orientation calls like this for me to teach me systems and how to do this. So I've kind of stumbled along and kind of made my way as best I can, but I had a huge goal last month in April and made over $10,000 in the month of April, which as a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids has been transformational for my family. And to be bringing in a solid 6-figure annual income as my kids are getting ready to head into college, we're dealing with braces and all that kind of stuff, cars and driver's ed and all that fun stuff, is a huge blessing for us, because we could not afford any of that if it weren't for my income. And finally, I want to show you my friend Mindy Winder's income. She's one of those that right off the bat, she signed up with a very successful coach. She had systems handed to her, just like you guys are getting tonight, and just ran with it from the very beginning. So you can see her first year, she made $32,000 her first year. And by the end of the year, her weekly earnings were averaging $1,200 a week. So, think about in your life, what would it change for you to be earning $1,200 a week right now? And to know that just a year from now, you could be doing that, bringing that kind of money in. That's life-changing. That's the difference between drowning in debt and handling your debt. That's the difference between having to say no to your kids all the time and being able to say yes. That's the difference between you and your spouse fighting over money and arguing over who spent what on the credit card bill from last month and not. That's life-changing. And if you speed ahead to 2015, she's only been a coach for 5 years, and she's making $1.3 million a year, which is about $31,000 a week. A week, people. $31,000 a week. Mindy's not special. She did not get in at the beginning when Beachbody was first formed. She was not there at the beginning. She worked her way into a very successful business. So I just wanted to show these to you to let you kind of grasp what's possible for you. I want you to have a realistic expectation that you need to commit to 1 year. This is not something where you can give it 6 months and say, oh, well, that just didn't work for me. And the more consistent you are, and I'll teach you what you need to be consistent with, the faster you'll go. So before we dive into the 3 parts of getting your business started, I want you to know the role of personal development. You've got to be reading or listening to things that grow your mind. You've got to learn and grow constantly. These are some of my favorite ones for you guys to start off with. I suggest you look these up on Amazon or barnesandnoble.com. Read the synopsis and see if you connect with it. Everybody's personality is different. Everyone comes at this with different experiences and skill sets, different educational backgrounds. So read the synopsis of the book. Find out if it's something that appeals to you or would address a hesitation or weakness that you perceive in yourself. And if you're not sure, then I would suggest going with Greater by Stephen Furtick or You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Absolutely love both of them. And they will help you just feel totally pumped up and ready to do this. So you've got to stay in personal development. Try to spend at least 10 to 30 minutes every day listening to an audiobook or reading, and just let that set the tone for your mind and allow your mind to grow and learn, so that you have more capacity to be consistent. Be consistent. Okay, so now we're to part one. Part one of building a solid foundation for your business is learning about relationships. Are you surprised that that doesn't say sales? We're not even going to be talking about that. Relationships. And put this cute little graphic here. Be the change you wish to see in the world. So what do we know about relationships? Does it start with the other person? No. It always starts with me, right? I've got to be the change that I want to see in other people. That means I've got to walk the walk as a coach, and I've got to share my journey with others if I want to see them do the same thing. And the same thing applies to you. So we primarily use social media to build connections. It's the easiest way because that's where people are, right? You want to go where the people are. The people are on social media. If you are the kind of person who craves face-to-face interaction, then there are some ways that you can add that into your business. But social media is and always will be the primary way to build connections and meet new people. So here's a few tidbits that you need to know. You can use your profile page on Facebook, or you can start a like page. That is 100% up to you. On your profile page, you want to continue to expand your market, and you will max out at 5,000 friends. And that may seem far-fetched and far away to you, but I'm maxed out on my friends on my profile page. I have 5,000 friends, and I can't add any new friends unless I delete others. But with the new follow feature that Facebook allows on your profile page, people can still follow you even if they can't friend you. So at some point along the way, as your Facebook audience starts to grow past that 2,000 mark, you'll definitely want to start a like page and start learning how to use it. It's very, very different than a profile page in its philosophy and the way that it works. But just kind of have that in the back of your mind. You need to choose one other platform that you like, and don't try to pick one that you hate. Like, I post on Instagram, but I really don't interact much over there. I don't enjoy it, honestly. I love Facebook and YouTube. Some others are Periscope, Snapchat, LinkedIn, etc. Anywhere that you feel comfortable and you feel a niche connection there. You like the format, you like the feel of it, and you enjoy it yourself. Because if you enjoy it, so will the people that will be drawn to you and attracted to you. So go there and hang out. So on social media, be consistent with sharing your journey and your story. What we do as coaches is not what a lot of other MLM distributors do. We don't go onto social media and post something like this. I'm about to place a Beachbody order. Let me know what you need. No. That doesn't build a relationship, does it? That doesn't connect with anyone. That tells someone, keep scrolling. Here's a salesperson. Don't look and scroll right by it. No, just share your journey. Talk about what new clean eating recipe that you just tried that your family loved and pass it on. Now, that's valuable to someone else who's trying to lose weight and clean up their health. Share what workout you did and how you feel and what kind of progress you're making with it. And I don't mean just weight lost or inches lost. I mean, I'm doing Insanity Max 30 right now. And today started week 2 for me. And I went 2 minutes longer before I maxed out than I did last week. So that was progress for me. That was an improvement. So share things like that. Talk about how you're getting stronger and how you feel. Be consistent with adding value to your audience. And don't overcomplicate that. What's helping you along your journey? Is it the recipes you're getting in your challenge group? Is it the support that you've had access to as a coach because you're in our team page and you've got hundreds of people there to support you? You know, is it that you have found your soulmate workout with Tony Horton in 22-minute hardcore? What is it? what's valuable for you. All you have to do is turn around and share that with your social media audience, because the people out there that want to be coached by you are going to find the same things valuable that you do. So simply add value to your audience by sharing what's valuable to you. After every post, ask yourself, and what? Okay? So if you post a picture of yourself drinking your Shakeology and you just write out, yum, and you're drinking it in your selfie, it begs the question, and what? Like, what's the point, right? So in addition to saying, yum, maybe you would share your recipe and say, it took me a while to get my mixing down with this vanilla flavor, but I am in love with peach creamsicle, and here's how you make it. That's the and what. So share how it makes you feel, your experience with trying out different recipes, and this one that you found that's amazing. This is a big one here. Avoid being a Beachbody billboard. Okay, you're not Beachbody. You are Amy, you're Tara, you're Megan. Don't be a Beachbody billboard. They take care of that on their own, okay? You are unique as a coach. You use Beachbody programs, and Beachbody is going to pay you for helping others. You are not Beachbody. So don't post stock photos of the workout programs or, Shakeology pictures from the website, because that's not you, right? That's Beachbody. And if they see that stuff, what are they going to do? They're going to go to Amazon, or they're going to Google it, or they're going to order it off the infomercial and never even get with you, because all you're doing is referring them to Beachbody. So you want to be consistent with sharing you, your journey, your resources, your value, your truth, your story. You. Share that. You're going to feel narcissistic at first, I promise, but it's okay. People want to see you. They really, really do. They want to connect with you. They want to have a relationship with you. Always show care and concern with others. Post with purpose, passion, and a plan. Always have a purpose to your post, okay? And I love this picture right here. Find your tribe, love them hard. I made this a couple of weeks ago, and I am absolutely in love with this. I took 3 different pictures from different Beachbody events. The top left corner is from Summit, the first time I met Alexia Montali, and love her to death. We're both insaniacs. The picture on the top right was at Platinum Edge last fall in Dallas with my girls Esther and Felicia. And the bottom picture was on the beaches of, where were we that day? I think we were in Jamaica. Yeah, we were in Jamaica that day on our Success Club cruise that we were on just this past March. So I want you to know that when I started this, I was alone. It was just me. And the fact that sharing my journey on social media has allowed me to find a tribe of women that empower me, support me, believe in me, love me, accept me, spur me on to be better. They grow with me, they struggle with me, is the most exhilarating experience, and I can't even describe it. It has nothing to do with sales. It's all about relationships. And when you post with purpose and passion and a plan to reach out and find your tribe, they will come to you. God will gift them to you. The universe will conspire to bring them into your life, and you will find your tribe. And that's what you want. You want a tribe of people to do life with. And that's what we're going to create for you. So let's talk a little bit more about inviting. Inviting someone to join your challenge group, and eventually down the road, we're going to teach you how to invite someone to join your team. It deepens the relationship. So you've got 2 layers going on here. You've got this external relationship you're building publicly through social media, and then you have a place you can go to deepen the relationship. So you want to go into the private message, whether that's through Messenger on Facebook, DM on Instagram, email, text, a phone call, meeting for coffee, getting one-on-one with someone. And you're going to have to learn the power of the personal invite when it comes to building your challenge groups for the first few months, because people don't know you yet on social media as a coach. They don't have trust in you to even stay the course yet. And eventually you will build a brand and a reputation like I have now, where I can just throw a post out there, hey, I'm going to be running a new challenge group later this month. Do you want some information? And just on the number of people who like and comment or join my event, I have enough people to fill the group. It has not always been the case, but I'm going to teach you how to get there. And the personal invitation is the way to go. You can say something like this. Thank you for liking my post. I appreciate your support. It's not easy to share my story. People like you make it worthwhile. Are you also working on some personal goals right now? I'd love to hear about your progress. And isn't this why you became a coach? Because you honestly care about making a difference to others. You wouldn't be here if that wasn't important to you. So if someone likes your post about your recent 3-pound weight loss and how you were too embarrassed to share it at first because you thought it wasn't significant enough, but you shared it anyway, and you're proud of those 3 pounds, and someone likes your post, go tell them thank you. You know, they took the time to communicate to you that they get you and they appreciate you and they acknowledge you and cheer you on. So go private message them and have a conversation. And lastly, don't take no as a personal rejection. No most often means not right now. I mean, just think about yourself. How many of you, the first time you were invited to be a coach or to join a challenge group, said yes immediately? No, I know you didn't. A lot of you said no for a long time. The timing wasn't right. You had too much going on in your life. Was it about me? Did I do something wrong? No. It was that you just got married, or you were going on your honeymoon, or you started a new job, or you were working 2 jobs and you just didn't have time right then, or you didn't have the money because you had to wait for your financial situation to change. It was never about me. So when you hear no, it's not about you either. Turn that no into a request for a referral. You can always ask, hey, totally cool that this is not a good time for you, but who do you know that might want to join this group with me? And they'll probably say, you know what, my sister, she's been wanting to lose 50 pounds since she had her last baby. Let me tell her about your group and I'll have her message you. So snag a referral out of a no. And that person that told you no is probably going to come back 6 months later and say, I wish I had said yes 6 months ago. So we have some tools to help you with inviting and how to get to know people. I love tools because they tell you exactly what to do. And this is one of my favorites. We call it form. So you can get to know others and invite them to know you more using form. And basically, it's just a reminder to do what we do in communication anyway. We ask about each other's families, occupation, recreation, and message. Now I'm going to break that down for you. But I want you to remember first that people do not care how much you know about challenge packs, Shakeology, Beachbody, blah, 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 until they know how much you care. So you want to care first and foremost. And whew, doesn't that just relieve the pressure off you? That you don't have to be a walking recorder of all the Shakeology ingredients. You don't have to know about all the workout programs. You just need to care, and you can do that. So here's a beautiful picture of one of my newer coaches, Tiffany Soto, and her gorgeous family out in West Texas. And I just love this picture because they're just an all-American family, right? We've all got family. Whether we have kids yet or not, we've all got family. So one of the ways you can get to know someone better who likes your post, depends on, what they liked, what kind of post it was. But here's an example. You can say, hey, Jennifer, I noticed you liked my post about my kids eating a new vegetable last night. I am so excited to see them eating healthier. Woo, go mom, right? I noticed from your cover pic that you have kids too. How many do you have and how old are they? Do you struggle to get them to eat veggies too? So have a mom conversation about kids. Notice I don't say anything about Beachbody or Shakeology or challenge groups. I just want to get to know this woman. I want to know what she's doing. If she has health goals for her kids, maybe she's a rock star and her kids, started eating kale as soon as they had teeth. I don't know. Maybe I could learn something from her. But the point is to connect. And here's one on occupation. Hey, Jennifer, I noticed you like my post about becoming a Beachbody coach. I'm so nervous and excited all at once. I have always wanted to be able to quit my day job and work from home. I've set a deadline with myself to accomplish that in 18 months. What's your current work situation? Are you juggling kids and work like me? Any tips you have for working moms? So, this is going to require a little footwork on your part. You're going to have to go to their wall and kind of check them out if you don't know them already. And if you do, even better, because you know more about their situation and can make it even more personal. And here's an example for message. Message just means getting to the heart of things, the meaning of life. And this is, again, for someone who liked maybe your heartfelt, vulnerable story post. Hey, Jennifer, I cannot tell you what it meant to me to have you like my post on the story I shared last night. It's not easy to get vulnerable on social media and talk about overcoming obstacles, but I know if my story helps just one woman, then it was worth it. Did you identify with what I shared, or were you simply cheering me on? It would really bless me to know what your thoughts were. Do you have time today to shoot me some feedback? Have you ever dealt with the same thing? Thanks. All right. And for recreation, I didn't do an example on that one for you because it's just, like if you recently have been asking about ideas for summer vacations with kids, you might want to message the people who liked your post or commented and ask them about, different ideas on things like that. So that one's pretty easy. All right, and we have another great inviting tool called the 5-step process for inviting. And I'm not going to go through that one on this orientation call because we are really going to dive in and study that one in the New Coach Bootcamp. It is what turned things around for me. Megan knows I taught one semester at Kilgore College. She was one of my students. I loved her to death. I would have taken her home with me. We could have gone to coffee if they would have let me do things like that with my students. But after that semester of driving back and forth in a 4-wheel drive SUV and wasting so much gas and time away from my family, it just didn't make sense to me when I had this Beachbody thing sitting in my lap. So I started using this 5-step process for inviting that January after I decided I was not going to go back to teaching, and it turned things around for me, and I have never stopped using it since. I'll teach you that in the New Coach Bootcamp. All right, somebody's unmuted. If you guys can all just make sure that you're muted, that would be so awesome. I hear like a little baby in the background, and it's making me want a baby, so turn that off because I can't have any more kids.
It's me.
It's okay, no biggie. All right, finally, here's another inviting tool. How to handle objections. Objections are going to happen. You guys all gave some sort of objection at some point. If it took you a while to be able to do this. So don't freak out when you get objections. People are busy. A lot of people have been burned by network marketing companies, and they don't trust that you're not trying to schmooze them. So you've got to learn how to deal with that, okay? A lot of people feel like Shakeology is too expensive, and I, for one, could not afford it either when I was first introduced to it. I had to wait and have a garage sale and sell stuff and, to even afford it. And even after that, I couldn't stay on it monthly for a little while until I had enough Beachbody income coming in to be able to cover my cost. So here's what I do with objections. I use this little technique called feel, felt, found. All right? I know how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I have found is, so let me show you kind of what that looks like. Let's talk Shakeology. All right, let's say you've gone over someone's goals. They really love the idea of your challenge group. They really want to do 22-minute hardcore with you. They've heard about P90X. They know Tony Horton knows his stuff, and they like the idea of this 22-minute workout. It's summer's around the corner. They're ready to go. They're like, sign me up, okay? And then you give them the price on the challenge pack, which is an amazing value, super cheap compared to what you would pay a nutritionist and a trainer and gym fees and all that stuff to get the same results. But they tell you, ooh, man, I don't know if I can swing that. Can I just get the workout? Adding that Shakeology in there sure does make it expensive. And I don't know if I can afford to stay on the Shakeology every month after this. That's out of my budget. I just think that's too much money. Okay, here's what you say. I know how you feel. I felt the same way when I was first introduced to Shakeology. But what I have found is that by replacing one meal a day with that shake, I've actually saved money. Because one Shakeology shake is about $3.80 coach price. and it replaced those awful $8 lean cuisines I was buying at Walmart and eating for lunch every day. You know, just tell them what you found, how you feel, how you felt, and what you have found that works for you. All right, so now we're going to move into part 2. Hold on one second. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong with that? You want to just sit here with me? You want to go get your pen? Okay. Oh. Drama. All right. So part 2, we're going to talk about customer orders. Avoid sending people to your Coach website. A lot of you who are new have been messaging me recently asking, what's my site? How can I send people to my site? I have someone that just wants to look around. I understand that that is kind of an easy, no pressure way to try to get your first customers, but the Coach website is confusing and they're working on streamlining it, but there are some far better ways to help people figure out what they need. Don't let someone just go to your site to look around or see what they want. And they'll probably end up ordering the wrong thing. They'll spend too much money. They won't get the challenge pack. They'll miss out on that deal, and you'll have a mess to clean up. Instead, you're going to send them the direct link to their challenge pack after you've decided together which one they need. Okay? And there's a few different ways you can do that. The first one, if you look here on this page, is the Beachbody Coaching Links app. It's BB Coaching Links, and you can find it in iTunes or in Google Play. And you can download it for free to your smartphone or your tablet. And all you do is put in your username and your Beachbody Coach ID number, and it will generate links for whatever you need to share. All the challenge packs, the Shakeology sampler pack, everything you need. And that's a handy tool right there to use. A couple of other things that you can use, you can go in your Coach Online office to the Sales and Marketing tab and click on Business Tools, and there you'll find the Coach Mobile Enroller. This one's my favorite thing to use because I work mostly from my laptop, and I have simply bookmarked this site to my laptop. And you can also save this to your homepage on your cell phone or your tablet, and it looks like an app there, but it's not in the App Store. You actually have to go to the site and click on Save to Homepage. Another one available to you is the Coach Link Generator, and it works a lot like the Beachbody Coaching Links app. The Coach Link Generator is also under Business Tools in your Coach Online office. All right, I'm going to walk you through how to use the Coach Mobile Enroller right quick. So I'm going to stop the screen share right there and open that up for you. Give me 1 second. Give you guys a breather right quick. Okay. All right, I'm going to go back to screen share and show you how to do this. All right, so the screen that you'll see here is the Coach Mobile Enroller. So up here, notice that there's no www at the beginning. It's just http://coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. Okay, and all you're going to do here is put in your email address and your password that you have associated with your Beachbody account. It's the same password. And you'll hit submit. All right, and let's say I'm going to enroll a new coach. All right, yes, I have permission to enter this information. I'm going to put in my dad. And we're going to enroll him as a new coach. So you just click enroll new coach, and then you put in the person's name. You don't have to put in their phone number. Yes, he's in the United States. We also can accept coaches and customers from Canada now, so that's pretty cool, and we'll be international very soon. So I'm going to click on Shop Now because my dad wants a challenge pack. All right. So here I can select the product that he wants, and this is where I can pick out his workout program. Let's say he's really going to kick it, and he's going to do size. His dad loves hip hop. We're going to pick out size. Then I can choose his Shakeology flavor, and he's going to go for the greenberry packets. So you can see down through here, you can scroll down and find all the different Shakeology packaging options and flavors there. So I'm going to click OK. So now this site has packaged up size and Shakeology greenberry packets for him. It gives me the price, 140 bucks, and I'm going to add that to the cart. And then when I click submit, this website automatically emails him with just this information right here. So he doesn't have to go to my website and get confused and find out how to order this challenge pack and pick out a shake flavor. I've done it for him. And a lot of you probably signed up this way from an email link that you were sent through this enroller as well. So I'm going to click submit, and then that sends it to him. Now, let's say you make a mistake and you accidentally put in the wrong thing. You're going to click on status, and it's going to bring up everybody you've sent this link to. So I'm going to scroll down all the way to him, and I'm going to click on contact and then modify enrollment. Okay, this allows me to correct the email address. Maybe I made a mistake on that. So you just click the box again, enroll new coach, go back through the same process. And let's say instead of size, he wanted the size Kickstart, and I had forgotten to put that in. So I can change that here. We're going to choose those greenberry packets again. And then it will send him a brand new link to the correct challenge pack. Okay? All right, so that's how you do that. That's how you sign up a coach or a customer using the mobile enroller. And the other ones are pretty easy to figure out too. All right, let's go back to the PowerPoint. All right, we did that. Okay, part 3 is challenge groups. All coaches can invite to my big team-wide challenge group that begins the 3rd Monday of this month. So this month that falls on the 15th, I think it is. Let me double check to be sure. I don't want to give you the wrong date. It's the 16th. Yeah, May the 16th will be the first day of my brand new challenge group. And that gives you 2 weeks to invite to it and promote it. So you're not going to invite to your own challenge group because people don't even understand that you're a coach yet or what you're doing. So what you're going to do is share that you've currently been in a challenge group and you're getting great results, and your coach told you that you could invite 5 friends to join you, and you'll promote it and invite that way. And I'll teach you how to do that in the New Coach Bootcamp. But what you need to know is that for challenge groups, Beachbody provides everything for you. They provide the at-home workout program, the meal plan, the shakes, the group guides, and prizes. So in your Coach Online office, there are actually challenge group guides that tell you what to post every single day. There are motivational pictures, there are Shakeology recipes, there are videos from the trainers, from Chalene Johnson and Shanti and Tony Horton and Sagi and Autumn, all of them. There are videos that you can share with your challenge group, and they tell you day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, what to post. So your job, again, is to add your personal touch, your personality, your encouragement, your relationship. So your job is just to share what's worked for you, promote it, and facilitate the group with me. So you can't just add your people to my group and then go, thanks, Miranda, see you later. You've got to show up. You have to be the ideal challenger in there. You've got to comment and post. I would say Tara Thornburg, to me, is the most awesome challenger that's ever been in any of my groups. And I know a lot of you have really picked up on how she always shows up with an encouraging word. She always checks in. So you have to be that in the group. You've got to be that ideal challenger and show the people that are in there because of you what it looks like to be committed to the group. So where do you find the group guides? I'm not going to screen share and walk you through this because it's so simple. Go to your Coach Online office, which we also call COO for short, Coach Online Office. Click on Sales and Marketing. Go to Challenge Group Tools, and Challenge Group Guides are right there. There's a multi-program guide if you have a group where people are doing all different kinds of workout programs, Or you can find a guide specific to one program, like 22-minute hardcore, and every post in there is relative to that program. So you just simply copy and paste or tweak it and put it in your own words. You can use the pictures they give you, or you can make your own. You can search Google Images and find some different ones. That's where you can put your creative touch on it. Let's talk about customer care. Beyond hosting the challenge group, again, you got to get in the private message with people and have that personal relationship. You want to keep a list of who all's in your challenge group and follow up with them privately, whether they're customers or coaches. Follow up with them privately in addition to being in the group with them, because there's some things people don't want to share in the group. You know, they might be ashamed that every time they drink Shakeology, they have really bad gas, and they don't want to share that, right? So if you touch base with them privately, they might feel more comfortable sharing that with you, and you can assure them that is normal. It's part of detox and their gut getting used to all of that flood of fiber and vegetables and probiotics and everything. So keep a planner or a calendar also of when your customers and coaches shake order and business fees will process the next month. You give them a heads up a week before, so they're not surprised by that the first time that auto ship and HD order processes. And that's a good time to offer the free coach upgrade as well. You can say, hey, your shake order is going to process next Tuesday. Instead of paying $140 for that, you can get it for $97. You're eligible for a free upgrade since you bought a challenge pack last month. It's a good time to let them know about that. FYI, Beachbody's about to start sending out a reminder email to all of us, coaches and customers alike, to let us know about 10 days before an order is going to process. So that will be really nice that we don't have to do that anymore for our people. But in the meantime, be sure you put that personal touch on there. Also, keep a list of no's, all the people that told you no, and keep checking in with them about life, goals, and when your next group starts. Don't keep messaging them and say things like, hey, don't forget about that challenge pack. Be sure and order your challenge pack. That's just going to push them away. Check in with them about the death of their grandmother they're posting about on Facebook, or the new baby, or the new puppy, or the new car, the trip they just took. Just check in with them about life. Remember to come back to relationships always. All right, here's a graphic that I think really explains what challenge groups are, and you want to wrap your head around this first so that you can share it with others. It's daily tips on nutrition and fitness. It's powerful personal development as you pass on to them what you're learning as you're reading and listening to all those books I mentioned earlier. It's positive support, goal-oriented accountability, a daily dose of positivity, and like-minded women and men working towards similar goals. This is what you want to try to share with people, is the value of the connection, the relationship, the accountability, the support of a challenge group. And I cannot emphasize enough, challenge groups are the heart and soul of our business. They produce results. They show other people in the group what we do as coaches. So those big-hearted, generous people who love to give back that are in your group as a challenger will ask you, hey, how can I get involved in what you're doing? It looks like so much fun and you're really helping people. I want to do that too. So it's a great way to cultivate new coaches for your team. You'll see those natural leaders rise up who start doing what you're doing. They share meal plans and recipes, and they encourage others, and they're motivating other people with their posts, and they even start doing it publicly on social media. They're natural coaches, and it makes that conversation so easy because you can tell them, hey, you're already doing what I do. You're just not getting paid for it. So that's one of the transitional elements there as well. And challenge groups make success easy to duplicate. When you have new coaches that join your team, you can teach them how to do that. Okay, take a deep breath because we're about to get into some really specific nitty-gritty stuff that's very important, and I'm going to blow through it, okay? This is stuff you need to know. Part 4 is on Success Club and personal volume, okay? Your number one goal as a new coach is to help 5 people get started with a challenge pack as quickly as possible. That gets you into Success Club. And that's what you're going to do every single month, is aim to help 5 people get started with a challenge pack. It's your number one measure of success, growth, and income. It's something tangible that you can grasp that tells you whether or not you're doing the right activities to move your business forward. Your number 2 goal as a new coach is Emerald rank. You could have that done tonight, literally. You need to sign up your spouse on your weak leg. You don't need to know weak leg, strong leg yet. Ask your upline coach, which one is my weak leg? Where do I need to place my spouse? Listen to me on this. It may seem crazy at this point to invest in another challenge pack and sign your spouse up, but I wish so badly that someone had told me this, because I have immense volume on my team that I could be getting paid twice on if I had signed my husband up at the top of my weak leg. No one told me. So don't make the same mistake that I did. Sign your spouse up, or your mom, or whoever's involved in doing this business with you that you love, that's part of your income. Put them at the top of your weak leg. What's going to happen is your coach above you is going to naturally be building with you and for you on your strong leg. The coaches I sign up fall naturally under a lot of you guys, depending on what leg you're on with me and within my team. You are responsible for building your weak leg. So put your spouse at the top of your weak leg, because as you build under your spouse, you're going to earn team cycle bonus income under your spouse and yourself. So you're going to get paid on that volume twice, which is easily going to double your income a lot faster than if you don't have that spouse placed right there at the top of your weak leg. All right, let's talk about PV. Personal volume, okay? You never have to buy anything that you have to sell to someone else. Anything you ever order through your account is for your use. And Beachbody has a way, oh, I see a typo. That really gets under my skin as an English major. Number one, 50 PV every 4 weeks is required to stay in active status and receive your commissions. If you go inactive by not paying your business service fees, which are $15 a month, or you go inactive with negative volume, let's say someone returns something, you don't have that required volume, you can't receive your commissions, and you'll lose rank. You could cause your upline coach to lose rank if you go inactive. So you need at least 50 PV to stay active and receive your commissions. And number two there, 90 PV is required to be in Success Club and earn free leads from Beachbody. Shakeology is worth 90 PV. So just drink your shake and stay on your shake. That does it for you. You don't even have to think about it. Okay, but if you pause or cancel your Shakeology order, you're going to go inactive unless you replace it with something else. If you don't need your shake that month for some reason, if you were getting 2 or 3 bags a month and you're just not using it all, and you need to drop down to 1 and you've got it on your spouse's account and you have no orders on yours, you can easily do like the performance line or the 3-day refresh. There's other things you can do to keep your volume up. So you do have to spend a little money to make money, but the good news is that all you ever have to buy is for you. So just be aware of this. And as I said, if you simply stay on Shakeology, your 90 PV is done and you don't even have to worry about it. Here's a graphic on how to get your 50 PV if you get into that situation. So if something like that arises and you need to juggle some things around, it's a great time to try some other products. I love the Derm Exclusive skincare line. Their eye cream is incredible. It's the reason why I'm 37 and I don't have crow's feet yet. The Derm Exclusive eye cream. It's awesome. All right. This is what I want you to really hone in on. So I know you're probably getting double vision by now from all these things I've thrown at you, but Success Club is the key. Consistency with Success Club is the single most important function you'll ever do as a coach. And it never changes, no matter what your rank or achievement. So you're going to do Success Club from day 1 to infinity. It's going to be the one thing that you just never stop doing. And it's easy to teach your team how to do as well. So ways to earn Success Club. Basically, when you sell a challenge pack or you have a customer sign up for Shakeology on Home Direct, you earn points. You earn 2 points for all challenge packs and 1 point for any other Home Direct order that's 90 PV or higher, which Shakeology is. So when you earn 5 Success Club points during a month, you have reached Success Club 5. When you earn 10 points during a month, you have reached Success Club 10. So let's say you get 50 points one month. That's awesome. Your income is going to soar and you're going to help a lot of people and you're going to have a fun challenge group. It's still going to show that you hit Success Club 10. Okay? Just be aware of that. So again, this breaks down for you how to earn points for every new personally sponsored coach, enrolled in a home direct order totaling a minimum of 90 PV is 1 point. And you can refer to this chart, later on if you need to understand more about points. But basically, we focus on challenge packs because they're a better value for our customers. They save them a lot of money, and that gets them everything we need. And challenge packs are 2 points each, whether someone signs up as a coach or a customer. It doesn't matter. 2 points each. So why Success Club? Well, first of all, it's how you create income and growth in your business and you truly help others. But there are also some rewards and incentives that you can earn after achieving Success Club for a certain period of time. There's the Success Club trip. I have qualified for 3 of these now. They're always in the spring. This past March, we went on a Caribbean cruise to Jamaica and the Bahamas. It was incredible. Beachbody chartered the largest ship in the world, and we had, I think there were 7,000 people on the ship. It was incredible, and you can earn that. If you guys start right now and hit Success Club from May all the way to December, you can earn next year's trip to Punta Cana. We're staying at the all-inclusive resort, the Hard Rock Resort in Punta Cana on beautiful beaches there in the Dominican Republic. You can earn that trip. So you need to register now and get on the wait list. It's puntacana2016.com. You can register and get on the wait list and start earning your points now. And that way, when your name comes off the wait list, you'll have the points that you need to be able to go. Also, you can earn a free ticket to Coach Summit in Vegas through our Success Starters program, and I'll explain that in just a minute. There are also, a few times a year, we have something called the Team Beachbody Cup Challenge. And for 1 month, we focus on earning as many Success Club points as possible. And there are different tier levels of prizes, all the way from some really cool Beachbody swag like backpacks and cooler bags and t-shirts, all the way up to iPads and Fitbits. And if you're in the top winner circle, you get a free trip to Beachbody headquarters in Santa Monica, California, and get the VIP treatment there and get to work out with the trainers live, face-to-face. So let me tell you about Success Starters. New coaches who achieve Success Starter status earn on average 7 times more than coaches who don't. Wow, 7 times more. I don't know about you, but if I could take my income and multiply it by 7, I would probably be on a beach right now doing this from a beach. You got to hit Success Starters. All that means is you hit Success Club in your first 3 months. That means you helped 9 people in 3 months start with a challenge pack. Raise your hand if you think you know 9 people that need to work on their health and fitness that you could help in the next 3 months. That's so simple. That's not very many people. That's 3 people a month. I want you to aim for 5 in case you get a no or a return or somebody falls out. Aim for 5, but you only need 3 for 3 months. It's so simple. And if that makes you earn 7 times more income down the road, just do it. Just be a Success Starter. So how do you do that? I just told you. Hit Success Club 5 or 10 in your first 3 months of the business. The good news is those first 3 months can start the month you sign up or the following month, okay? Because it's really not fair for someone who signs up on April 30th to have to hit Success Club for April, right? So they give you a little grace there. So even if you sign up on April 2nd or any time in the month of April and you did not hit Success Club for April, all is not lost. Your month 1 can be May, okay? And there's some cool prizes that go along with that. Month 1, you get a private call with Carl Deichler, our CEO, who is an incredible speaker, a great man of vision. So it's quite an honor to get a call with him with the other month 1 Success Starters. In month 2, you get your name on the leaderboards in the Coach Online office, which is really, really cool to be recognized there. And then in month 3, you get a free ticket to Coach Summit, which is our annual gigantic, huge conference. I think there will be 30,000 people in Nashville in July. So much fun. It's like camp for grown-ups. It's all things Beachbody, lots of fun parties, and lots of good training. So in a nutshell, Success Club means that you are, number 1, truly helping people get results. Number 2, you are creating residual income, which is how you build wealth in this business is by really helping people and creating residual income. Number 3, you're building your team. Number 4, you're having measurable growth. Number 5, you're being rewarded for all that hard work with income and trips and prizes and recognition. Number 6, you will never pay for your own Shakeology again. When you hit Success Club every month, your commissions are more than covering your own cost. So I don't know about you, but I don't ever want to have to pay for Shakeology. Number 7, you're able to track your business. You can look back and say, wow, my income really went up when I had 12 Success Club points compared to when I only had 5. So it allows you to have that insight and be able to track your own business growth. So here's where the rubber meets the road. You have got to pick your path. If you hit Success Club 5 for 18 months straight, you're going to be at around a $50,000 annual income, which there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, if you're working right now or you're a stay-at-home mom, $50,000 of income is an incredible life-changing amount of money that would allow you to be generous, take care of your family, breathe easier, pay down some debt, right? Look at the difference if you aim for Success Club 10. Within 18 months, you will have built a 6-figure annual income. You will double your income 12 to 18 months from now simply by helping 5 people a month instead of 3. So when you break it down into those little steps that we talked about at the beginning, this is where those little steps each month, if you aim for Success Club 10 every single month for 18 months, you're going to have a giant leap into life-changing income. And from there, it will double, triple, and quadruple if you continue with that consistency. Let's talk just a little bit more about Emerald. We've focused a lot on Success Club, and that's the one big thing you really need to wrap your head around is Success Club. But I do want to tell you a little bit more about Emerald Rank since that's your other goal I want you to work on. Hitting Emerald Rank gives you a new earning potential other than just commissions. You get to earn something called Team Cycle Bonus. And I'll tell you right now, Team Cycle Bonus is what Beachbody pays you for being a good leader for your coaches. Doing for them what I'm doing for you right now, passing on systems, teaching them how to help others, teaching them how to build this business. Beachbody pays you for that. Right now, on my income, about 90% of my check comes from Team Cycle Bonus. It does not come from me being a wicked salesperson. Only about 10 to 20% of my income is from what I personally sell. For you as a new coach, for the first 6 to 9 months, yours is going to be exactly the opposite. About 90% of your income will be your own commissions from challenge packs and Shakeology orders. But as an Emerald coach, you get that extra 10 to 20% added to your check from Team Cycle Bonus that other coaches don't get. And that is what is going to build to get you to that 6-figure income faster, is Team Cycle Bonus. We talked about spouse placement. Your spouse needs to go at the top of your weak leg. Ask your upline where that is for you. Spouse placement allows you to double your earnings into your household, which is incredible. Emerald Rank also allows you to free customer leads from Beachbody. So all those crazy people that call in at 2 a.m. because they were sitting on the couch eating potato chips watching a T25 infomercial, Beachbody knows they need a coach. So they assign you as an Emerald to that person. So you just got a free customer you didn't have to go out and find. And you just shoot them a text or an email the next day and just say, hey, I'm your free coach. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to offer you support. What are your goals? What are you working on? What made you order T25 at 2 a.m. on the infomercial? You know, just ask them about what they're doing. You get those for free as an Emerald coach. All right. So we're at the end of the presentation here, and I know your mind is probably swimming with ideas. You're probably wanting to go get creative on running some challenge groups, and you've already been thinking about all the people you're going to invite. So here's what you need to actually go and do, okay? Make sure you have announced your business on social media. If you don't know how to do that, there's a file in the Fresh and Fit University group that I'll be adding everyone to if you're not already in there. And there's a file that walks you through different examples of how to announce that you're a coach on social media. Don't overcomplicate it. Just be honest and tell your story about why you're doing this. You can also go to the Start Here tab in your Coach Online office for more info. You can go back through your new coach welcome kit that was emailed to you, or again, it's in the Team Fresh and Fit the Family file section. And I want you to invite your first 10 people. Make a list of all the people that you know of that would absolutely love what we're doing in our challenge groups or even in our team. And just reach out to them and say, have you ever considered working out at home? Or have you ever considered trying Shakeology? Have you ever considered joining an online accountability group to help you lose weight for summer? Just start having those conversations. It's okay if they're awkward at first. It's kind of like that moment you get on a bicycle for the first time and you're really wobbly, but you have to get through that phase in order to start learning how to ride. And finally, access the resources that we're giving you in the New Coach Bootcamp and in our team page, and commit to 1 year. Give yourself a year to be consistent, to learn, and to grow. And I promise you, Success Club, every month for 1 year, you'll look back on tonight and say, I'm so glad that Miranda told me that. I'm so glad. And you'll be so passionate about it that you'll be turning around doing webinars like this for your team, teaching them about Success Club as well. So I am going to open this up for questions now for those of you that are still on. I want you to be brave and ask your questions because I guarantee you someone else needs to know the same exact thing. So I'm going to go to gallery view so we can all see each other. Yay. All right, so a lot of you have called in from your phone, which is fine. So if you have a question, you're on your phone, you're just going to have to unmute yourself and say, hey, I have a question, because I won't be able to see you. For those of you that are on video, if you have a question you want to ask, just raise your hand and wave at me, and I will unmute you so that you can ask. And if you feel more comfortable using the chat feature, you can do that. Okay, Jessica, awesome. Let me unmute you. Hey, Jessica, what's your question?
So are there other home direct products besides the Shakeology?
Yes, very good question. For me, I have 3 different coach accounts. I have mine, my husband's, and my son's. And so we have 3 different HD orders that come in. So on my account, I get Shakeology. On my husband's account, I get Shakeology every other month. And the other months, I get the Beachbody Performance line with Energize and Recover, because those 2 put together are, I think they're 102 PV points, or 96, somewhere in there. Anyway, the Recover and Energize together count for your HD. And then on my son's account, I get a 3-day refresh kit and 2 boxes of P90X bars. So you can set it up however you want with what your family is using and what you need for that given month. Does that make sense? I think she froze up on
And then we can just find those items in our coaching office or our personal.
Yeah. If you just log in to your Team Beachbody account and you click on shop, it will tell you the price and the personal volume points that each item are worth. So yeah, you can go through there and kind of shop around and try some different things and add up the volume points to equal 90 or higher, and you're good to go. And you can change it the next month if you want. Super easy to do that. That's a great question. Okay. Who else has a question?
Okay.
Who said me? Tara, you're waving at me. Tara, what's your question, lady?
I actually typed. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I typed in. There's an elderly lady that I've got. She's wanting to gain some weight.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't need to lose any weight. She has battled cancer and everything. And she's beat it. She's in remission and everything right now. She doesn't really have much taste bud wise.
Okay.
But she needs the extra nutrition and the energy.
Okay.
What would you suggest for that?
Well, the first thing I would say is a lot of times coaches freak out when someone's goal is to gain weight. They're like, oh, well, I can't help you then. But
Yeah.
we can. So Shakeology is for everybody who needs to be healthier, which is every person on the planet.
Yeah.
So Shakeology, of course, would be the first thing that I would suggest. And if she wants to gain weight, she simply needs her calories in to be more than her calories out.
Oh, yeah.
So she needs Shakeology every day, and I would pump it up with, I'm a raw milk fan. I would use whole raw milk or at least whole milk.
Mm-hmm.
She can add Greek yogurt, fruit, bananas, flaxseed, granola, oatmeal. She can pump that shake up with her calories. So she's got one crazy awesome meal every single day. And then you just want to teach her how to consume more protein. A lot of older women don't get enough protein. So you'd want to talk to her about the value of eggs and egg whites and fish and chicken and turkey and make sure she's getting that in. So the 21-day fix would be great for her with the containers because it would truly make her see, oh, this is what I need to be eating to gain weight. Barring any physical limitations, I think 21-day fix workout is great. She can follow the modifier. Or if she is very frail and has balance issues and just, really frail, then I would go with Tai Chi. Because it's actually made for older people that, have limitations and mobility issues. Does that help?
Okay. Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. I was thinking the Shakeology, but I was waiting until tonight.
Sure, yeah.
Because I just wanted to double check.
Absolutely.
And I wanted your opinion on it also.
And that's where we collaborate as a team. Like you'll see in our team page all the time, coaches will come in there and say, help, there's a girl with celiac disease and Hashimoto's, and I don't know anything about those. Does anybody know about those? Does Shakeology help? And we'll all, pitch in and help one another out. So that's a great question. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetie.
All right. Who else has a question? Stacy, you were, okay, let me unmute you, Stacy. Go ahead.
I had a lady yesterday at church say, oh, I saw that you started this new diet. And I was like, it's not a diet. Yeah. I was like, it's a full program with nutrition and exercise and everything. And she was like, she's Oriental. So she didn't, I think there's a little bit of a cultural barrier there, but she's been in America for like 20 years. So, I don't know.
Is she between the ages of 45 and 70?
Probably. Yeah, probably she's about 65, I'd say.
Yeah. See, that's kind of the age group my mom falls in. And they were so brainwashed back in the 80s with diet and low calorie and fat free and calorie free and sugar free that it is so hard for them to wrap their minds around clean eating and healthy eating the way that our generation has learned about that. So sometimes, of course, I sit here with Tara, who's in that age category, who's rocking it. So sometimes it's hard for them to understand the difference. So for them, if you're eating differently, you must be on a diet. So that's where your social media posts will be so powerful because you can talk about how I love that I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I don't feel restricted. I feel like I'm full. I'm getting to try amazing new recipes, and it's really fun to share this journey with other women who are doing the same thing. So whereas people that are on a diet post things like, oh, I'm going crazy because I'm not drinking any Coke anymore, and I can't have butter, and I can't have chocolate, and I can't have wine, and they're so focused on what they can't have that it becomes a really negative experience. So your value you can add through social media is to share that what you're doing feels good and you don't feel restricted. And that'll help people at church, people in your family, people in your community to begin to understand what that is and what that looks like, and to want to come to you for help, because who wants to diet? That's horrible.
Yeah. And
so,
how do you start the groups? I am completely lost.
Yeah.
I'm really completely lost on pretty much all of it, but
you should be at this point. That's okay. You should be confused and lost right now. Totally normal. It's like learning to speak a new language, and it's okay to be lost and confused. In the New Coach Boot Camp, we're going to start tomorrow with assignments in there. And the first 7 days are all about social media, what to post, how to post. And then the next week will be all about Success Club and challenge groups, how to start a challenge group. So we're going to walk you through how to do that. So by the end of the training, you'll know exactly what to do.
That was my 11-year-old.
Wow. Yeah, I understand. I got one in my lap too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who else has questions tonight? Oh, look at the baby. So sweet. Oh, love babies. Anybody on the phone have a question? I see Elizabeth, Christian, Lindsay, Ellis, Yadira, Alexis, Jennifer. If you guys have questions, just unmute yourself and say, hey. All right, no other questions? Tiffany Bell, Megan, no questions? I must be.
Yes, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so how do I know where to put my husband? Like, how do I know what leg is what?
Yeah,
Weak
just
and strong.
private message me, and
Okay.
I'll tell you where to look, and I'll look at my downline to make sure I tell you correctly. I think you're on my left leg, so that would make your right leg your weak leg. But private message me, and I'll take care of that for you because you're mine.
Okay. Okay. All
Yeah,
right, sounds
good
good.
question. Very good question. Yes, Megan, let me unmute you. All right, you're good. Go ahead. Oh, I can't hear you. I unmuted you, but you might have. Yeah, you'll have to turn the microphone on. If you can see, that should be down on the lower left corner. Or you can type it in the chat box if you can't figure out the mute. It's always fun your first time on Zoom. It's funny, back when I first started doing conference calls and Google Hangouts and stuff, I would spend like the first 15 minutes having a panic attack because I didn't know how to do it or what I was doing. So I'm trying to think. Are you on your computer? Yes? Okay. When you just like scroll your mouse over the Zoom screen and down in the lower left corner, you should see a little microphone with green in it and it says mute below it. What happens when you click on that? Nothing? Your webcam may not have connected with audio. On some computers, it doesn't automatically do that, and so that might be the problem. Do you have a chat box? Okay, well, just click on the chat box and type in your question there. And then for next time, we'll see if we can figure out. Oh, I turned it all the way down when I opened it, so it'll let me mute. Oh, weird. That is strange. I don't even know how to address that. Okay. Well, you can put your question in the chat box and I can answer it if you want to, or you can get with me after the call and we can go through it. Does anybody else have a question before we discontinue? No? Okay, awesome. Thank you guys for being on live, and just understand we're going to get in this new coach boot camp and everything's going to make sense and it'll all come together, and even just a few weeks from now you'll be like, yeah, I got this. Always go to your upline sponsor coach and post in our team page with questions, and just go with the flow. Do the assignments, share your journey on social media, and find those 5 people this month, 5, 10, 20, 50 people that you can help get started on the same journey you're on. Okay, everybody nod if you're good. Yeah, awesome, cool. Well, I'm going to stop the recording now, and I'll share the recording of this in the team page, and you guys have an awesome night. I'll see you in the morning for your first assignment. Good night, everybody.